Hello and welcome to Cupcakes and Crafts, where today I'll be showing you how to make these easy cheat emoji cupcakes. You will need a cupcake tray. I've got a cake mix, you can use whatever flavour you like, and then I've got some chocolate fudge buttercream to go with mine, some cupcake cases, a whisk, a bowl. I've also got a metal spoon, a knife, a fondant rolling pin. I've also got some yellow fondant, which I've just picked up from a local supermarket. I've got a pair of scissors, and then I've ordered some rice paper cupcake toppers off eBay, which have come pre-cut, and I will leave a link down below to these ones. And these ones are a variety of all the different emoji faces. I've also got a circle cutter, which is the same size as these cupcake toppers, which is 2-inch. If you haven't got any circle cutters, you can use a glass or an egg cup or something what matches up to being the same size as the toppers. I've got a paintbrush and a little bit of water. And last but not least, I've got the ingredients which I need to add to my cake mix, which is 3 large eggs, 8 tablespoons of oil and 230 ml of water. The first thing I'm going to do is bake the cupcakes, so I'm adding all my ingredients into the bowl, starting with the cake mix. This packet mix what I'm actually using today will give me around 18 cupcakes. It is a cake mix as opposed to a cupcake mix, but I went for this one because I've used it before and it was really nice. So it's just my own personal preference that I'm using this one and not a cupcake one. And give your mixture a good mix together, making sure it's all well combined. And then it's time to put the mixture into the cupcake cases. If you do buy a cupcake mix, then just follow the instructions on the back of how to bake it, but obviously this should be a cake, so I'm assuming it'll take around 12 to 15 minutes, but you'll know when they're done because when you take them out of the oven they'll be nice and squidgy and springy on the top and cooked all the way through. While his cupcakes are cooling on the side, we're going to knead that fondant in between his hands and work it and then roll it out into a nice thin sheet. Then taking that circle cutter, we're going to make ourselves some circles and then remove the excess fondant away. Then taking that paintbrush with a small amount of water on, we're going to give a light dusting on the top. Then carefully place on the rice paper toppers, give it a little rub over, turn it over, neaten the back and then leave them to dry facing down. Rice paper does have a tendency of curling up when it's wet, that's why we're leaving them to dry face down. If you find that your icing is sticking to your workbench, then you can always just sprinkle down a little bit of icing sugar, which will just prevent it from sticking again. And just repeat that all the way through your toppers until they've all got their own piece of fondant what they're sat on. And when you've done, just leave them out on a baking tray or just on a workbench, just to let them dry and harden a little bit. And to cover our cupcake in the frosting, you want to take a large amount with your butter knife, place it on the top, working that mixture backwards and forwards using the straight edge of the knife until it becomes spreaded evenly over the top. Scraping any excess off your knife and then gently using your knife parallel to your cupcake, I just run it round the edge, removing any overflow of that frosting, which gives you a lovely neat finish. And any you have left on the top, just work it into the centre of the cupcake to scrape it off and remove it, and then place on your finished emoji cupcake topper. And there you have it. Repeat that on all your cupcakes and they're good to go. Try and keep the top of your cupcake as smooth as possible, because that'll just help when you do place on your emoji cupcake topper to keep them smooth and looking neat as well. I hope you've enjoyed this video and thank you very much for watching.